Okay. So for some reason, my mic says it's dead. What's up, Shane? Hey, yeah, thank you for liking the stream. All right, so it says my mic's working, but why does it not charge? Um, I'm still not figuring out what's going on why it's not charging up, but as soon as the mic dies, we'll cry the blues about that afterward. All right, so okay, it showed up on all the chats. Did it show up twice on Facebook? What's up, Brandon? Hope you're doing well. You guys get to see my belly while I was trying to fix this stuff. So I'm going to show you guys something. It's going to mess up my audio for just a second, but I'm going to show you what I'm dealing with, and it's frustrating me. I don't know how to fix it. Let me try this. Hang on. Cameras around and play with it as we like, but it is what it is. All right, so let's see if I can move this camera. I won't be able to do as much stuff as I was able to do before, but maybe you guys can see the I had to charge my junk. So apparently there's two USB-C plugs on my microphone, and I didn't know it. So it doesn't charge on the same port that it actually puts out audio on, which is kind of weird. But normally when it's charged, it lasts for like 8 hours, so I'm not that concerned about it. So, TikTok guys, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Paul, DG3, Erwin, Jessica, and all you people that's hopping in. I wonder if there's a quick button to mute the sound. See if there's a button to do that. So, get off of that. That's the zoom. I can do system volume. Let's try this. So, I'll have to open up some settings. I got a button I can do a lot of stuff with. So I can actually go right here. Let's go to the stream. I can zoom in right here directly on whatever I need to zoom into so you guys can see what we're doing and stuff like that. But I'm still working on it. So maybe we'll want to upgrade the quality. I don't know if it'll let me pass a higher quality, but we're 1080p right now. I've got a 4K camera I'm going to be picking up pretty soon. But we'll zoom out real quick, and then can we rotate the camera? No, we'll have to actually physically move the camera for anything more. So I'm building some split feeds. I've got to get this done because I've got a big bird order that's got to go out. It's pretty ready. As soon as I get the split feeds done, I've got a lot of coax ready to build. Not really a ton, but I mean, 1,000 foot's enough. Maybe there's a power button, but I don't know of a mute button. I don't think it's like, I think that noise is a little bit taxing in my ears, to be honest, because I'm listening to it on Facebook. Let me hop over here, see the regular chat. Let me get off of this. Let me join back in. Crappy internet, but I'm trying not to touch the Wi-Fi because we tried this the other day with a custom camera setup. I tried to use 2 phones as cameras, and it just ate up every bit of my bandwidth. Love you too, honey. All right, so we're cutting this booger shorter. I'm gonna have to cut into this. Let's see how this camera works from this distance. So let's raise you up. I cannot see. I can't see crap over there. So let's cut a light on and let's zoom. It's nothing special. I'm just cutting this thing real quick, but let me try to zoom and see if all right, zoom, zoom, zoom. Where's my zoom at? I gotta get out the way of the zoom. My beard. I can get up high. Not too bad, but it's definitely low quality. We're gonna have to go up like 4K if this works. Maybe that should be a pretty good shot for everybody. Whew. That'll get hot fast. It's not terrible, but it's definitely warm. My other mic that I was using, which I might go back to. Oh, hang on, there's the noise canceling feature on. I think it is already. I'll go back and look in just a second. Let's take a look. NR for noise reduction. Yeah, noise reduction's already on, so whatever. So we close. No cigar yet. How's that camera angle when I'm zoomed out like that, guys? Is it all right? I can't see from the. Oh, let me just take the phone with me. I'm gonna be late on the video, but it'll be all right. It's pretty low quality. So we'll beef it up later on with like a 4K, and if the live will let me do that. Live, they try to give you limitations on what all you can do. So camera's up. Now camera needs to go down. Something like that. So I can see all the TikTok chat over here. That's fine. I'll kill the other monitor and look at this one. So if you guys got questions, y'all feel free to ask. This stuff don't bother me at all. I can look at that, but I can also do this. Where's this mouse at? Yeah, John, Willie. So, yeah, I can't see as much on this stuff. Y'all, if you guys get a chance, I don't know if TikTok will integrate or not, but like the stream on TikTok and see if it pops up on here. I've got a little screen that pops up, everybody who likes the stream and all that stuff. Hey, Johnny, we appreciate you liking the stream. Yeah. I needed my knife. Oh, it's in my pocket. Now, I really need a good monitor screen. That's what I need. Because this, looking on the little, you guys should see what I'm looking at. Maybe it's, no, I can't do that. I don't know how to do it. I hadn't figured all this crap, man. I don't like this. It's not my thing. I'm not a streamer. Let's just say that. I'm a guy who works on wire, who just happens to like to be try to be nice to you guys and let you guys watch these videos with me. The rest of it's just I could take it or leave it. I'm gonna cut this down some more. So do I have the ability to zoom like this? Zoom, 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 and then cut way over. See if that'll work. Get out of the way. That's stupid. Way up high. Yeah, close enough. You can see that. That'll work. It's so low quality right now. Like I said, I'll upgrade the quality, but I don't typically work over there. I'm just doing it because I'm doing split feeds right now. So. I am taking the mic with me, so maybe that's convenient for you guys. Maybe not for the noise, but for being able to hang out and actually talk while I'm walking. That is one thing I do like a bit better on this stream. Alright, zoom back out. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Back over here. Hey, thanks for liking the stream, whoever that was that just popped in. Michael, appreciate you. Yeah, I'm liking these terminals. I love this. This is so much better. Okay, so what I've got to do now is I've got to go back and do a little bit of work beforehand. I've got to do this. Where's my other one at? I've got to build some parts for this one. This is a custom one I was doing right there. There's a couple more I had to do. Let me look at my list. You guys see my little red box, but my little red book. So I have got to do, that's done, that's done, that's done. Split feed on this one, and then that's it. That is done. Holy crap, I'm nice. That's not done, but I'm still waiting on some connectors. I'll have to open this up. I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing this stuff right. What's up, Edward? What's up, Jason? What's up, everybody else hanging out? Hope you guys are doing well. If you guys have anything to say, look, I see Facebook and Twitch If TikTok doesn't mind, will somebody please send me a message on TikTok? I would like to see if it's popping up on my main chat or if I'm just missing everything you guys got to say. Just send something that says test or something. I don't care. Don't hurt my feelings none. 044 And I did put TikTok in, I think, a different section this time, so maybe it might be harder for my guys to find it. But it is what it is. What's up, Derek? Hope you're doing well. Alright, okay. I don't mean to call people out like that. I don't typically do that. But, alright, that's 2 connectors and this is going to be, oh, I got to get some more parts on the way. So, not in a rush for that. It's nothing terrible. I'm not behind, but I've got to get some. Nope, already prepared for that. I'm good. It's already on the way. Never mind. This is gonna be good on that. Next, good on that. Holy crap! I'm doing solid. This is great. This one's decked out, so this one needs a lot of stuff. Now, let's see, that's another one. Okay, so I got 2 more of these to do. Alright, cool. Back off of that, over here. So, I like to dox everybody on my orders. It ain't nothing special, it's just their names, but I don't think many people. Yeah. All right. So let me get in on TikTok. Hey, what's up, High Voltage? Hope you're doing well, man. Waving a hand right back. I'm gonna get off Facebook. I'm gonna go over to TikTok. I can still see Facebook's chat, so that's working out great. I can't see who all's in. Well, I guess I got several people in here. And can I see this live? How do you see lives on TikTok, guys? If I click that, nope, I can't see a live there. Live, maybe? All right, we'll deal with that in a minute. All right, let's get some parts. I've got to grab an Allen set, and I don't have one just sitting right here in front of me, so I guess I'm going to grab another one. All right, what size are you? Ah, there you go. Now I can get into live. What size are you? Metric? Nope. Nope. Sorry, let me get back in the shot. I'm backing off the camera too much. Maybe I can put you guys in a... I don't like that. That don't fit good. Hey, what's up, Zara? Waving a hand. Hope you're doing well. Now, I don't know if... I just keep saying it as the name, y'all's screen name, so I'm not gonna... If you guys want to pop out your handle or anything out there, y'all feel free. Otherwise, what's up by your Facebook name? All right, that's a standard set. That's not going to do it. So I'm digging through my Allens right now, so just give me a second. I got to find... I don't know why I am low on Allens. I've got like 2 of them. It's got to be set aside down here somewhere. Yep, in my toolbox right down here. So I would say probably the most annoying split feed for me to do out of all the split feeds I own right now currently is going to be probably the 7/16 den. And that's probably the one I get the most orders from. Oh, yeah, I know, right? Jeez. I'm literally looking around everywhere for it and it ain't there. What's up, Wildcat? Appreciate you, man. Oh, man, thanks for the coins. I didn't know if it, I don't know if it gave you a shout out for doing that or not, but I appreciate it. I've got a little thingy in the stream. You see how Kenneth and all these guys are liking the stream? I know it does it for Facebook. I have yet to see whether it does it for TikTok or anything else. So give me a shout and let me know. Thanks, Wildcat, for hopping in here and saying something. It looks like the multi-stream chat is not picking up TikTok. I love the fact that it's actually getting TikTok in here, though, so that's awesome. So, I mean, you got to take the win however you can, man. It's like there's only so much of this you can do. Right now, I am currently on, hang on, y'all ready for this? We're on Kick, we're on Trovo, we're on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Oh, God. Let me think. Twitch. I can't do Instagram. It won't work. It's just too complicated. And Facebook. So if there were ever places where you guys had complaints about not being able to find my videos, you will now find them. They will be on everything. I'm even on X. So, yeah. I ain't got nobody on X right now. I don't know if you can see the live on X or not, but if anybody wants to go over to X and check it out, feel free to check it out. I'd like to see if that comes in the chat anyway. Hey, thanks for sharing the live, Wildcat. Thank you, man. I don't know if I put it in the right place for everybody to find it like they always have been, because I changed like the group category setting for it or something like that. I don't know. To be honest, I'm actually pretty ecstatic that it's working. Like I really thought I was going to have to change my internet and everything in order to get it fixed. But it looks to be that I am repaired and working now, so that's really, really encouraging. I don't want to coarse thread pitch. I want a fine pitch. I am not going for a 12. That's entirely. Am I going for a 12? I guess I could go for a 12. I could also do a 1032. Let's start with the smaller pitch, and I'll up it to a bigger size if I need to. No, that's a coarse threaded pitch anyway. I don't want that. All right, so we'll go this. Let's get my drill and try not to bump the camera. That's the one thing. Yeah, we're in a new spot. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's something cool I can do for you guys on TikTok. Maybe that's a little unique. I don't know. I'll figure something out because you guys are out of the main chat. Deuce, waving a hand. Hope you're doing well. So Facebook and Twitch and YouTube for sure is on the multi-stream chat. Let me see if there's anything else. It's Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Yeah, it doesn't do TikTok or X. So I'll have to get it on X and all those other things. I have to figure out like some sort of like, I don't know, chat bot or some crap that I can actually figure out where everybody's chats are and log into all the chats. Because I think that's the coolest thing about this stuff, being able to hop in here and saying hello to you guys. Hey, thanks for liking the stream so much, guys. I do appreciate the likes. It is not showing up on the main screen. I do apologize for that. I do know that if you follow the page and you're not following it yet, your name will come up in the very top corner, right where Rose's name is popping up, because that is the last person it says that followed. It might be glitching up, I don't know, but that is the last person that it says that followed me. That would be on, I think, YouTube and Facebook. TikTok, I will try my best to figure out how to integrate you guys into this stuff. But I'm working on it, guys. We're trying to make this stuff cool for everybody. But I like the interactive aspect. That's what makes the stuff enjoyable for me. It's not enjoyable looking at like 4 cameras and trying to check out 4 different chats and trying to talk to all you guys. And that's just a nightmare to me. I want it all in one place. I'd like to talk to you guys, and I'd like for everybody to be able to see what we're doing. Because that's what it's about. If I teach you guys how to do this, then you'll buy the parts from me, hopefully at least. And even if you don't, then so be it. I appreciate you watching nonetheless. That's too small. That's the right size, I think. You screw it on the back side. like this. So I've got one camera that's technically doing the YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and everything. But I think you guys on YouTube, if you guys get in there, I don't have a way of checking. I've got, what does it show? Nope, I can see that. That's fine. I don't care. That's frustrating. We'll see if it starts killing my stuff real quick. Taterhead, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. We're doing some boring stuff right now. We're trying to figure out if this thread's on, for one. I guess it's not that boring, but it could be. Because I'm also trying to make sure I'm like saying hello to all you guys. All right, perfect. That does thread in right. Let's see if it actually threads all the way in though. Sign in on my account. Next. Am I going backwards? Yeah, I think I am. Let's go into the live real quick. You guys, please let me know as quick as possible if this starts jacking up my my stream. Yeah, dude, y'all need to check out freaking YouTube. YouTube's freaking cool. All right, I'm getting off of that real quick before it starts slowing my stuff down, just in case. 822 in Phoenix, Arizona with a wave. Waving a hand, man. Hope you're doing well, 822. All right, we're going to have to do something to mark these threads. So, do you think RG400 would be good for a yeah, it would be great for a vehicle install. Inside of a roof mount or on an exterior mount like an 18-wheeler. Either one, yeah, it's an excellent choice. It's good coax. If you're doing extended and you're not changing it out properly like you should with any sort of vehicle mount setup, then you might want to seal the exterior connector. The coax is rated to last for a very long time, but when you're putting it out in the weather on an 18-wheeler or something like that, that's you're asking a lot out of it. So definitely suggest to change it out a bit more regular than you would in like under the roof mount install or a base station jumper install or a mobile jumper install. But if you're using it as a main feed line, then like I said, I get a little bit more strict about when I recommend to change it out, or a little bit more strict on how to seal it. So one or the other. Yes, it'd do great. It would last about as long as any other wire would, but I'm a little bit more picky than most people whenever I tell people stuff. So I would recommend to seal the exterior connection. If you're looking at RG400, let me show you real quick. I'll get it zoomed in on the camera. Look, let's try this zoom feature out real quick. Zoom, zoom, down, down, nope, down, 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 over. Okay, this is slow. There we go. Wasting too much time zooming. I could have just showed you. All right, so let's just turn this thing around backwards, if I can get the right angle. Something like this, right in there. So if you look, there's a little bit of a gap. So we'll zoom out, and I'll just pull up to the camera real quick. So there's a bit of a gap right there. No matter how good you make it, there's still just a tiny bit. So what you want to do is do some sort of a boot on top of this. They make boots, but they mostly suck. So just got to be careful. You just want to seal it up. If I was to put it on an exterior mount and I wanted to keep it on there for a longer period of time, probably maybe some silicone too, or just something reasonable that allows the coax to bead off of it and not come back up that rear connection right here. But yeah. Hey, thanks for whoever did that. I missed it. Thanks for liking the stream. Terrell, thanks, man. All right, so it's giving you guys shout outs, and I appreciate that because I'm terrible about doing that. I mean, I don't even get to see who likes the stream until later. So, oh, I guess it does show up in the bottom sometimes. Yeah, heat shrink would be okay, but you'd need what's glue-lined heat shrink, and even then, it's kind of questionable because what happens with heat shrink. Let me show you. I got some heat shrink right here. So I got this big heat shrink, right? And we're going to go ahead and be smart. We're going to heat shrink it over this connection. The problem is, unless there's something to cover that lip, this is a connection right here. You're relying on this. If it comes in the sides of that, then you're screwed. But it's great for the exterior maybe, and maybe just like, not even black tape. It's hard to say. What I would do if I was to recommend somebody for a mobile application on something you need to be removable, what I would do is something like some heat shrink right over the end of the coax connector, and then do a little bit of like maybe butyl tape or coax wrap or something simple. It don't have to be special. It's already sealed. You're just keeping the water from backing up in the back side of it. If it's mounted in a vertical fashion, it's probably never going to have anything to happen to it anyway. Or you can go up to a different connector, and that is going to be a little hard to find for your RG400, to be fair, but let me show you anyway. This is a, did I just put it away? Let me grab another one. I got 100 more over here. Let me grab it. So an example of a weather sealed connector is going to be this. So if you look right here, this is a 7/16 DIN. It's got an O-ring seal in here, O-ring seal in there, and an O-ring seal here. So it's sealed off. It's not, the bottom one wasn't actually an O-ring, but still, it's sealed connections. So on a UHF connector, if you look at the end, there's no such thing there. So it's got a press fitting in here. This one specifically is sealed off, but many of them are not. The exterior connection has got open holes. Luckily, in this case, this one's soldered together. So I'm speaking for all connectors, not just mine. Then at the base, this is a reducer. So it's supposed to reduce down to this connection, and it does have a slight degree of gap. So like I said, it's not likely that it's ever going to get any water on it, and you could probably leave it out in the weather for years with no problems. But just for the chance that water might wick back up in that connection right there, you just want to do something over top of it to keep it beading off of it. That's the goal. And then if you want to be extra special, on top of the heat shrink, do some sort of like butyl tape or some sort of sealing tape at the top, just to keep it from, make sure it's always beading off. You don't have to go that overkill. You can literally throw some heat shrink on it by design, and it should do just fine as long as the water doesn't get inside the heat shrink itself. Then it should be fine. Glue lined heat shrink will also do if you get some good glue. Sometimes it doesn't actually bond when you tighten it up. So keep that in mind, I guess. Let's see if I cut this thing too short. I'll be crying the blues here in a second if I did. If I didn't, then I'll be a happy camper. All right. So I'm able to see who likes the stream. I'm able to see all the Facebook stuff. So it looks like Facebook follows is the one it's actually picking up on the feed for whose name pops up at the very top. So yeah, it's just, that's all Facebook. No, there's YouTube. There's YouTube subscribes and stuff like that. So if anybody subscribes on YouTube or if anybody follows on Facebook, it'll pop up on there. Sorry, TikTok. Like I said, I'll have to figure out something for you guys to make you guys included. Waving a hand 104. Hope you're doing well, man. I'd absolutely appreciate you hopping in here. I know it's I don't always have the most timely of streams, nor do I have the most consistent timing either. So I appreciate all you guys taking the time out of your day to find me when I'm live and check out my videos. That is absolutely appreciated. So let's go next. 7/16 DIN is just a higher power connection. Mini DIN 4.310, 4.3 and 4.3/10. I don't really know what the technical term is for it. Just 4.3 is fine. N type is definitely fine. You can use it for sure. DIN is just for more power handling is all it is. Number 2 silicone. I mean, it could work for that very top. I would just do the. That's the issue with heat shrink. My issue with butyl and Super 33, I've had some very annoying issues with, specifically Super 33. I've actually had failures with Super 33. So the trapping the moisture is probably one of the most annoying issues that I have to deal with. So yes, I do agree with you on that one. I'm more towards the line of Silicone 2 Plus, black, so it's got the UV protecting in it also. But there's definitely, I'm sure, other options that will work. Butyl, I haven't had a massive amount of experience with. I've had a lot of experience with coax wrap. I've had a lot of experience with heat shrink. I've had a lot of experience with just normal, all different forms of black tape. And of course with silicone. Not silicone, what did he say? Did they say normal silicone too, or what did he say? Silicone, number 2, yes, number 2 silicone is definitely very common. Is what I'll end up using for the most part. It just seems to work out the best for the longest duration with the least amount of troubles. But like I said, butyl could be a great choice, but I haven't. I know I've tried coax wrap. I know it's a form of butyl, but I don't know if it's actually exactly the same as butyl. So I don't want to claim that and be incorrect. I like to, for everything you guys hear from me, to be factual. So I will just refrain from saying anything about it because I don't know enough about it to be sure. All right, so we're going to do something right here. I have a larger, I don't know where I put it. There's a little cap that you put on the end of a piece of 1 5/8". It's a little orange cap, and I have misplaced it, and it's very frustrating because it's something I use very commonly. It's my little bowl for my workbench. So I'm going to try to do what I can real quick to find wherever the heck my bowl run off to and use it, or see if I can find a new one. I got a new one. This is not exactly ideal. This is for like a 7/8 CIA. I could probably maybe use it. I don't know. We'll see in a second. See how much smaller it is. But it don't have this piece in my way. It's kind of pissing me off. Not like it matters. It's just I use that for something different. So most people, did I just get too much? Yeah, I just overfilled it. Is all it was. Okay, cool. So the reason a lot of guys will go 7/16 in is for power handling. So they'll want to go a little bit more power handling, and also it's a very common connector. But yeah, RG400 is an excellent choice. Is this thing leaking out the bottom or something? Does it have a hole in it? You little dirtbag. All right, I got a short time operation here. It's got a little crack in the middle of it right there. That's slowly leaking all my water out. So let's hurry up and get to work while I got a little bit of water. I could stop everything I'm doing, retape it back up, but the problem is I'm already got water on that connection, so it'll take forever to seal it up. I'll have to dry it off and reseal it. I'm fighting against the clock right here. It's already burning a little bit in the corner over here, so I can't do that too much. I've got to add water while I'm leaking. All right, this is funny. I'm sorry. All right, so let's rotate this around. Try not to burn myself too much. Try to get this in a better position to get the rest of this done. Oh, get up there. you. It's cutting into it. I need more water. All right, I'm about to ruin this thing, but it's okay. I'm able to mostly get this done. It's leaking too fast, man. As low as this water level is going, it's All right, I got it to bond. I didn't get this to bond though, but my little plastic's failing. So in the meantime, while I'm trying to swap all this stuff back over, we're just going to take our water and dump it back in here so we don't waste it all. And then we'll take a nice little rag. This is hilarious. Soak up that water. All right. So, I don't make things like I used to. Yeah, I know, right, man? Freaking, I know how to fix them. I fixed them a few times, but the daggum little piezo electric, it's lighting up. That's the problem. It's just got, I still see arc, but I've got to realign that contact so it hits every time. And they make it so freaking flimsy. I've yet to figure out which point it wants to see the arc at. I've moved it down to right where the center of the shaft is, and I've moved it around to where the gas is on the outside. I've moved it around. There's a little hot. I need to be careful. A little warm. Quit being goofy. I need to quit. I'll mess up my daggum torch and won't light up no more. You can do it, but come back. There we go. I got it back. Don't dip your torch in water. I was screwing around. All right, back to what I'm doing. Let's get another one real quick. So, if I had another, if you guys recognize this is an old Super 88 container. Just a little plastic container that holds the old electrical tape. Yeah, appreciate the movie there, John. It's definitely was something unique I was trying to do. All right. I'm going to get, I could machine something out of Teflon if I really wanted to. Have something super special so I could put a lot of heat to it if I needed to. I might have a metal can over here. All right, so if you guys do not know, Joliet is coming up at the end of July. I'm going to be at the event, and I'm going to be donating to that event too. So if you guys would like to get anything from me, shake my hand or say hello, feel free to come to Joliet. I will post the flyer up if you guys would like to see it. Like I said, it's an event. This one specifically is a radio event. It's not a communications event like the other ones that I will be posting at some point. I'm going to be kind of sharing anything RF related at some point. And I won't be able to make all the events that I share, but I will definitely try to make sure you guys can at least see them. All right, so I cannot find any suitable container. I got something right here. This will work. So this is a little, I don't know. We'll try it out though. We'll use this and see if this works. So that way I can keep, the whole point is selective heating. I don't want to heat up the insulator, but I absolutely want to heat up the exterior body. So it's just, you got to do unique things. I've got about 4 water bottles, and I have long since exceeded the duration that I can get by without refilling. So I'm going to use every bit of the water I got, and then we're going to go for a refill here in a little while. I probably won't do it now, but because I think I'll lose connection with my mics. But I'm going to use them all. These are literally all just used for this crap right here. Because you got to localize the heating somehow. And this is the best way I've found in doing so. I'll set them over here. Sorry if I didn't catch you guys liking the stream or saying hello or something like that. I do appreciate all you guys. I got it set to where at least you're acknowledged on the stream too. So, I mean, I can come back and say, hey, man, thank you. But I'm also doing my best to try to get some work done too at the same time. So do forgive me if I'm slightly rude or slightly distracted. I'm not trying to be. Let's just use some of this. I didn't want to use this, but I'll use it anyway. There we go, up to the top. That booger better not leak. The other reason I have to do it up to the top is exactly for the purposes that you guys think. It will burn the plastic if I don't have it at the very, very top. So I gotta avoid this. This is I'll keep that for an emergency piece. Alright, can't wait to see you there. Can't wait to put the address on the flyer that I had. Oh, wow. Ain't that something? I've got the flyer posted on my RF supply. I will repost a new flyer. I need to make sure that it's up to date. I'm going to message the organizer of the event. He actually just messaged me, and I didn't tell him anything. Oh, what do you guys think I should give away? That's another question. I do a donation for the events just to try to help out the clubs. So what do you guys think we should do? I went to Walterboro and we did a 10 watt to 10,000 watt bird peak reading meter. It's going to be this one right over here. You see it on YouTube. You guys on Facebook cannot see it. I guess I'll zoom and we'll rotate over and up and over. Nope, can't get far enough. So bump that just a smidge. That right there, that meter. So should I donate one of those, or what do you guys think? Let's. What happened there? Come back down. Maybe I'll just turn the camera down. All right, then zoom back out. Oh, no wonder. It was zoomed on both. That was our issue. So let's zoom in a little bit, just even for YouTube land. And then you guys can see this better anyway when I zoom in. Pan over that way. Yeah, that'll work. But yeah, if you guys got any thoughts, what I should donate, I mean, we could donate some jumpers, some RG400 jumpers. I was debating on that. I've got something I can do on that, maybe a 1 or 2 jumpers or something like that. We could donate a bird meter. Bird's the word, copy the bird's the word. So we got 1 vote for bird. I'll have this ongoing for the next, I don't know, couple weeks just to figure out what you guys think is the coolest thing to donate. I've got a really unique bird meter. Nah, I'm not donating that. I'm usually very open on everything, but I think I'm going to keep that one just because it's super rare. All right, so this is not going to bond. I'm already bonded on the bottom. Everything's fine. I'm trying not to waste too much time, and I'm not trying to get, like, there comes a point where you're going too much and you're doing too much overkill, and it's not going to benefit anybody. So if you could, so now we got to pull this. Let me see if I can dip this in the water some more. There we go. Pull this plastic off of the scrap. I donated and deposited some plastic on the back side from that other escapade we just had just a moment ago. All right, so I didn't. Oh, TikTok. What did we say? 6 pill. No, I don't have anything like that. Any other suggestions though? I have, like I said, I have split feeds. I have coax. I got big line section bird meters. I got small line section bird meters. I've got all kinds of fancy stuff. I don't think there's a couple limits to as far as I'll go. Like, I'm not going to give away something that's like extremely expensive, because I have to, of course, pay for that. And I'm not sponsored by the club or anything like that. I'm actually sponsoring the club. That's kind of what I'm doing as the sponsor. And it's already expensive to go to these events, so I can't exceed a certain amount, to be honest. I don't know how to explain it in a nicer way. Like, it costs a lot to go to these events. Let's just say that much. I got to get a plane ticket, I got a rental car, I got to get a hotel room and stuff like that. So I definitely do like to donate, even go to the club and actually donate to the club too while I'm there. So I'm trying to keep it somewhat reasonable. But I think also a normal bird meter is another option. I could build like a velocity factor split feed jumper of like 393 or something. That's an option. Copy, donate that one to you there. Well, you start up yourself a key down there, 178, and when you do, I'll donate to your event, and we'll see how many people we got. We got to confirm at least 5 keyers come, and I will donate something to your event. All right, so I'm trying to make as many of these events as I can this year, but I don't know what all else I'm going to be able to make. There's Ohio that where I'm going to check some word on. Cleveland, Ohio is another event I'll be sharing with you guys. Whether I can make it there or not, I don't know, but I'm going to try. I got to check my date. We'll show you guys. Other has nothing to do with anybody else. It's just I like to do certain things my way, so I will be making a video my way. I think that looks like crap on that quality, but we will get a better camera anyway. We'll be working on that soon enough. Come on, TikTok, come back. So, in my opinion, I would say that's a fairly low quality picture frame, in my opinion. I don't like that, so that's kind of annoying. So I do apologize for the guys that are on the vertical output. I think it was a lot better quality before. I will be working on getting that quality back up, but I also want to keep this overlay so you guys can see me say hello over here and see what the heck's going on, and I can actually talk. Like, I really do enjoy that. So just in case it messes with the live, I'm going to kill the Wi-Fi real quick. I'm not worried about that. But I will try to keeping you guys' contacts. All right, so I do appreciate you, Todd. Thank you. All right, so I see your comment about 3 a.m. Yeah, I'm not. I'm definitely a late night worker trying to get this stuff done. It's how it always works out. Like, I got a million things to do with trying to get the stream ready. I've got to do some things to fix the live. I got to do some things to fix the internet. I got to do some things to make some orders. I got to do some things. I don't know. Look, check this out. Look, watch this. Look, I am busy. I'm going to go under the bench and grab something, and so you guys don't have to see me for a second. Check this out. I think that's cool as piss. I don't know. Probably should use a different word. I'm sure. I don't think I'll get in trouble for words like that, but still, that's cool as can be. I think it's neat. Probably should use better language anyway. But yeah, I think that's awesome. And it's pretty neat. And then if I'm like telling you guys bye, but I'm still trying to wrap up a few things, I can click this right here. It says ending right there. And then at the beginning, I can have it set on aw. I don't have that set right now, but whatever. Then we can go back to saying what's up. So, I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys like it as much as I do, but I thought it was pretty neat. So I'm going to go and grab, I mean, I kind of defeated the purpose of what I told you guys I was going to do. I was going to turn off the camera just for a second so I could hop down here. But I've got to get, what the heck am I getting? Oh, down here. Couldn't remember for the life of me for a second what I was doing. Maybe will that hold? Nope. lock right there. And lock right there. Cool. So we got to get some pots. Our parts are right here. I need this right here. That's the size. Yes, that's the size. Cool. Close that back up. I've been relying on these random toolboxes for far too long. I will very shortly be ordering the size that is. Actually, I'm going to show you guys another pretty neat tool that I just got. This right here. This is the tool that will save my butt in a lot of ways. All right, so we can go right here and try to check thread pitch with this tool right here. So go up to a quarter. Obviously it's not a quarter, right? So we're gonna go up 1032. Hey, is it 1032? It is exactly 1032. So now it fits the 1032 pitch. Threads on and threads off just fine with no problem. So then we'll check the thread pitch and compare it to this. It fits the thread pitch perfectly, right? So if I thought, hey, this was a metric thread, oh no, let me try to run on a metric. So I could actually go and, well, let's just do this. I can thread this right here and see if it threads all the way on. So I just threaded this. This is supposed to be 1032. I just put it on here. I lined it up. Everything was all set up and ready. There's a 1224 here too, but I don't have it. That's very frustrating. Not that I use it that much, but yeah. See that threads on there? Threads just fine, but it's kind of wobbly, right? So if I wanted to confirm that, I literally just thought it was 1032. It tricked me, but that's why I go this next step. See how I thread it on? It ain't threading. So that means it's not a 1032 pitch. So I can take this off, and let's go to my metric sizes. There you go. I found it. It is an M5 by 0.8 thread pitch, thread. So it's a metric thread, 0.8. And that thread fits in the thread just fine. So 0.8 is very similar to a 32 pitch. It actually fits very, very closely. So the thread pitch is fine, but the size is wrong. M5 is what it is. So M5 by 0.8. Ta-da! I just found out what a random bolt was. That right there is like invaluable for all kinds of reasons. All right, I knew it was metric because the other set that I had was a metric set that I used to steal the pieces out of. I thought that was weird when the 1032 fit, but it's because it fit on there loosely. All right, so I've got another piece on here ready. All right, so I've grabbed a couple things for myself. I don't know if I got the right size for this or not. It's not the right size for that, but it is the right size for something else. So I'm not too concerned about it. It's a wrong size for that also. So I've got, thought I got some more. Yeah, there's that one. This is probably going to be the wrong size also. I just want to check and see. So no, it's definitely the wrong size. I've got a whole set full of them, but I had a couple of brass washers that I picked up, and I wanted to see if they fit. Did I put this drawer back up or not yet? A bunch more bird stuff I got in. I put it up. It's down here. I've got to create a whole freaking setup for all the different hardware that I got because I have nowhere near enough drawer space for all the hardware I got. So I got a bunch of these like fishing tackle box looking things worth of stuff everywhere. So I did something. I did a thing. I got a much smaller terminal. So now I can go to a much smaller. Where's my needle nose? What's up, Joe? Appreciate you joining in on TikTok. Hope you're doing well. I don't see everybody on Facebook and stuff. I do see you guys that join in and stuff, but I don't see like who all actually joined. So sorry for not waving at you. But if you like the stream, then I will say hello to you. So if you click like on the video, maybe it'll pop up and I can say hello to you. So there's a weird thread, not a weird thread, but larger than that. It's too small. So let's go a little bit bigger. The stuff got mixed up a little bit, so it's kind of a little frustrating, but not too bad. I could, yeah, let's maybe do that. Let's see how that works. Let's see if I can do this. No, a little bit too small for it. I was going to see if I could thread it on and literally just throw it in place without testing. So I got M3, M4, M5, and 6. I got every size. Maybe I'm just missing the right one. I've got a ton of these. M3s, I think is what it is. I need my M4 and M5s. There it is. Jeez. I'm going to have to get some more of these soon. It looks nice and pretty. So line this up. So before I get all fancy on this, I should have done this. So I'm going to grab this water over here. Can I do this way? I cannot. I can't do it that way. But I can do it this way. So I'm going to do something a little weird just because I'm a little far ahead of myself with what I'm doing. Oh, I have to do this one. That's hard not to spill that big old freaking thing, man. Yep, just spilled some of it. I have to do something like that. Sorry, I'm still figuring this out. I did something a little weird, so I'm making my life a little harder. Not too bad though. Just a little bit, ever so slightly. So, anybody else have anything to say? Y'all feel free to comment, ask questions, talk about whatever. It don't matter. It don't hurt my feelings none. It's just I'm having to kind of do this a little weird, so I gotta, yeah, like this. This will have to do something like that. Throw this way over there just to hold it up. Something like that. Maybe I'll do this to hold it even better. I'm not keeping this full length on here for forever. I'm just trying to keep this in a stable position because it's just so top heavy. It's crazy. Something like this, maybe. We're gonna find something that'll work. Maybe we'll just use a bird meter. That'll work. That's all I need. Don't matter. I'm gonna stay well away from that anyway. All right, we're charging our microphones. These things are not dying. Not too much, at least, that is. As far as I can tell. All right, we got to have a little bit more length on this. That's not going to work. Not with what I'm trying to do. Sorry, not super interesting, but we're trying to get this done. I think so far the best quality I'm going to have on this stuff is going to be on YouTube. I will try to figure out how to get a better quality. Maybe it'll let me do like a 4K video or something on this stream in the future. Yeah, that was a bit of a pain, but that's because I'm having to localize the heat at the same time as soldering on something. So it took a bit more work than I wanted it to do, but it's all right. Nice and cool now. Good to work with, or at least reasonable to work with. I'll move this back over here after spilling a bunch of water. I got smart this time. I put it on a rag. I'll probably have to get a deeper thing or something. I don't know. Maybe something that's not so easy to spill. That worked out pretty well, though. So now we're going to go ahead and get our vise and throw it up here so you guys can see what's going on. If you guys have questions about the upcoming event, if you guys got suggestions for the donation, please feel free to comment. I do want to get over here on. Well, what's going on there? Let me hop back in, see if it'll do that. It paused everything on TikTok, so maybe I can. No, I'm good. I'm good on TikTok. It's fine. All right, let me hop off of that and go over here to Twitch. No, X, whatever the heck it's called. X. Right there. Now let's go to home, profile maybe. Maybe I'll get it to load and I'll fill with that in a minute. Okay. I am currently. Let's put this on Wi-Fi for now. Whatever. I don't think it'll be too bad. All right, sweet. Heck yeah. All right, X is pretty sweet. So that's working just fine. Dude, I love this thing. This thing's great. If I can just get the video quality up, we'll be awesome. Hey, what's up, Wildcat? Yeah. What do you think of YouTube? Do you like the that horizontal view better, or is it got you stuck in like some pinched off view or something? I have not hopped in on YouTube on my phone yet. Let me know what you think of the camera angle for sure. I'm definitely curious. Let me know if it's that big horizontal view or if it's some pinched off view. And also let me know if it shows you a bit more information and seems to be a little bit better quality. Copy the pinched off. Okay. So let me go to my YouTube real quick. So I set YouTube to go to a what's called a horizontal view. All right, push the full screen button on YouTube real quick. Just push it, make it go full screen, and then check it out. And then tell me what it looks like, Wildcat. Also, I'm going to change the quality to the highest quality real quick. So, what? 720p is the highest it gives me. Yeah, it only lets me go 720 on the live, so whatever. All right, so not as close as TikTok. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's zoomed out for sure. That's the point. So I could actually zoom in the same way as I could on TikTok, but it'll be like that. But what I did was I took the same camera angle, this big camera angle, and I cut it down into a smaller frame, and that's what I put on all this other stuff. And unfortunately, that's what would actually hurt my quality a little bit on the video. But I think YouTube's just a different type of view, and maybe some guys want to see what else is going on and stuff, and then they'll be able to zoom in on the other one. So, I don't know. Whatever you think. If you think it's cooler, we'll use it. If you don't think it's cool, then we'll probably move them all to the vertical view. I actually can't do that, so okay. So that doesn't matter. So now here's where we were before I realized that I'd screwed up. I was trying to do something with the vise and I couldn't do it that way. I need to do it this way instead. So I want to, let's do this. Copy the better, but not on your phone, but on your phone. So it makes sense. So if you're on your phone, it probably would make more sense to have the vertical view, just so you have the ability to like get in a better angle to be able to see what the heck's going on. I think this is the length. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. I wonder if this is even useful. Is that useful? Nah, who cares? Just going to chop it right here and then line it up next afterward. What's up, Robbie? Hope you're doing well. We're there on TikTok. It did not kick me off my live, so it had been making me know that closing this page may disrupt your live. Oh, okay, good to know. Leave the page open so that it don't kill my live. So when I do live on the computer, it does something different. So it doesn't make me do that stupid puzzle once every hour. Sorry, I'm monitoring what the heck's going on YouTube. I like YouTube pretty good. Now, I've got to pull off a couple things. I got a little bit more information on YouTube, and it's just got somebody's name randomly on there. So we'll figure that out later and work it out. I got one of these fancy phones, so I can check out YouTube like this right here, of course. But then I can check out YouTube like this. So that gives me a little bit more leeway to check out stuff than you guys. So I can maximize a YouTube video and play and do stuff like that. And it'll look a lot bigger on my screen. So I'm a little biased whenever I talk about some of the things I see on the video. So hang on one second. Slide over. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter, so I'll go. Nah, I'm good. It's fine. All right. So now we're going to add a little bit of heat and get to work on this. This is Taking a little bit longer than I want to, but luckily I do these steps and set these jigs up for repeatability. So this is part of, I guess you would call R&D, figuring out the jig that works the best, how it sets up, how to do it, and all that other junk. Whoops. So this is not an absolutely perfect setup. It's better than most, the way I do it, the way I'm doing it. All right. So this is as bonded as I can get it within reason. I gotta cool that off. It's not that hot, but it's just warm enough to make you flinch. All right. So what we got in here? Thanks, Wildcat, for all the coins, man. I do appreciate you. I don't know really exactly what the coins are, but I do appreciate it. If it helps the live out, it's definitely appreciated. If it costs you money, please don't do it. But I do appreciate stuff like that, man. Anything you can do to help these videos get out to more people, that's literally what makes the difference to me. It's not like I need the money. I've got the orders and stuff. I'm good. So it's just mainly just making sure. I mean, my goal more than anything with the RF supply is to make every form of RF continue. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's getting knocked out, especially in the hobbyist community. I mean, yeah, sure, I deal with businesses and things like that still too, but I don't know, I just can't let it die. So those key downs that I go to, they're like a rare breed. They're dying, and they were dying. Now, I don't think they're going to die anymore because, I mean, we're talking about almost, I don't know, what was it, 600, 400, then 300. So that's what? That's 1,000. That's 1.3. I would say almost 2 million people so far have seen the videos, all the different videos that I posted on all the different platforms back in New Orleans. So, I mean, that's a good amount of people to hopefully revive a bit of interest in the hobby. That would be great, or at least one facet of the hobby at least. So I think it's pretty awesome. Neither one of my microphones are dying. I should be coming out of both of y'all's ears. I don't know how this is going to work in the future. Yeah, it happens free. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Anything that don't cost nothing. But the thing with me is I just want to see this stuff like continue to flourish. I want to help people out trying to upgrade their stuff. You guys can see kind of in the corner of the camera angle. I'm not going to zoom in too much because I'm about to be right back up there in just a few seconds. So we ain't doing nothing special. Just whopping it with a hammer. Would be nice if that noise can't. How is the noise canceling? I know it's a little taxing. I think a little bit on my ears, but let me know if it's taxing on you guys' ears too, with me hitting with a hammer. I know I'm not going to be doing it that much, so you guys don't have to hate me too bad. But I am curious if the noise reductions is making it at least bearable or if it's still just loud. The other one was so crazy good that you guys didn't even know I was working on the drill press and stuff over there because the noise canceling was so good. And if you ever do like a simple live video, it is by far the way to go. It's these, where are they at? These right here It's the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro 3 or whatever. Those things are pretty awesome for canceling out background noise, like really good. I run the whole drill press and the compound miter saw and everything, and you guys were telling me that you didn't know I was working the equipment. So that's pretty amazing. So this is all complete and done. I have a mock-up to be able to test. So I have cut a cross-sectional out of a 7/16 DIN connector. And she seats the way they all seat, so it is doing fine. So it will rotate if you look closely. Well, let me tighten it up a little bit. So that's kind of irritating. Oh, okay, that's all it is. It just didn't lock in. Whatever, I'll tighten it up some more since I can. Since I've got a little bit more on me. No, it's not quite enough. And that's why I run these tests. So it should rotate with the back, but it shouldn't rotate independently. And it rotated a little bit independently, so I need to center down just a smidge more. And luckily, as pretty as all this solder looks, it's not actually grabbing right now. So it's kind of a benefit in a way. So let's see if I can get this to lock down. All right, that moves, that stays locked in, we're good. This is loose, that's fine. This is why I have jigs for. It's pretty great. All I gotta do is just heat up my jig, and all the solder is already melted, all the solder is already in position. This spins together with that now. That's fine. I have no problems with that. I need to make sure this cross section didn't move down any. Whatever, just get you out of there. I ain't worried about that. It did not move any. It's perfectly fine. I'm good with that. By design, it is fine. All right. So one thing I don't like about this new streaming software is I can't see where all you guys are watching from. So I do see the total amount of you guys that are in here, but I don't know if everybody's on Facebook, everybody's on YouTube, or on TikTok. So that is a little annoying. Let me hop that over here. Where's TikTok at? Right there. So I can hop in right there. I'll turn the Wi-Fi on because I can't do this without the Wi-Fi. All right, so let's heat this booger up and get done. How can I see what's going on? What's up? All right. Thank you, Wildcat. I appreciate you, man. Copy that's fine there. Oklahoma. What the heck is that? Sweet. Yeah, well, it don't tell me specific locations. That was actually something really cool I've been doing in the past. Thank you for reminding me, Wildcat. What I had been doing in the past was something really neat. I was asking everybody where they're handling where they were out of, because the my little 44s were like, they were all over it. They were trying to figure out where everybody was out of and stuff like that. And if you didn't have a handle, you could use your call sign. If you didn't have a call sign, you could use your just your name and location. It don't have to be like down to the city or nothing. It's just something for them to learn and hear about and stuff like that. They thought it was cool. They haven't asked me lately, but if I go start telling them again, they'll start telling me all over again. So if you guys feel like it, put out your handle, your call sign, or your name, and just the state you live in. It don't matter. You don't have to do nothing special or nothing. But that'd be pretty cool. Something so I can tell them who all is hearing from. We've gotten so far, got Saudi Arabia on, a lot of Saudi Arabia on TikTok. We've got Indonesia, the UK, Denmark, Sweden, Denmark on TikTok, Sweden on Facebook. Shoot, I don't know where else. Australia, New Zealand. I don't remember what else at the moment. Oh, I need to give that dude a quote. Sorry, I forgot. I didn't give the guy from Australia a quote. I need to apologize to him. He hopped in my live earlier too, and I should have knew better. All right. So now this is moving. If I move it hard enough, it will move, but it moves with the body, and that's perfectly fine. This is a completed split feed for 7/16 DIN. This is a little overkill, but I wanted to try out these terminals anyway. So this will be done and finished. The other one is going to get finished later. I need to, I think I can pack everything but one thing. Let me think about how to do this. I can pack it all but one thing is what I can do. And then I'm going to get some adapters and I'm going to wire some stuff up. So that's going to be a custom job, but I'm going to set this aside. What is this for? I don't even remember why I'm building this, actually, to be honest, now that I think of it. This is the one I need to get built, but I'll build more of it later. All right, so let's look at my list real quick. Look at the time. We're okay on time. We're not great, but we're okay. So let's look at my little book and see who ordered when, who's waiting the longest right now. This one's waiting the longest, but I'm still working on him now. I already finished that one. This one definitely ordered way the longest, but I'm still waiting on some parts for him. I suppose I can go ahead and finish this one. I guess let's do that. So I got to do some more terminals, but I'll do some more terminals tomorrow. I'm a bit, to be honest, a bit burned out on those right now. I'll deal with them later. That was a lot of jig building to be doing. And yeah, sure, I could probably do it fast right now, but nah. I got other stuff to do. I got plenty of stuff to do. I can always change it up for myself, so I don't get frustrated and I don't get burned. I don't burn myself out. So that's the big thing I gotta fight to some degree, especially when you guys get quiet. I gotta fight burnout because it's always nice to say that you're getting stuff done and doing all kinds of stuff, but it's hard to talk to yourself for hours on a stream if nobody's saying anything. Now, there might be, I think YouTube had like 170 something of you guys watching the other day, but it doesn't matter because none of you guys were commenting. Y'all finally started commenting towards the end, but nobody was commenting nothing. So I'm like talking to myself for I don't know how long. All right, that is. Let me look at these orders real quick. Give me just a second. You guys can see my what's up. I guess I can be a little bit more personable right now. So let me hop over here. Look at this. I need to see this order right there and see what length that is. That is not the right one. Okay, so I need to pull a different one out. Give me just a second. I'll find the right one. So I may have several in a drawer. So I'm just pulling a coax out. So if you guys don't know what that is, I'm not being nothing super special or nothing. I'm just literally grabbing coax. So give me just a second. Let me find the right one. I've got a bunch of coax here. Holy crap, that one's connected pretty well. Nope, that's not the one. Nope. That's not it. Is this the one? There it is. Sneaky little booger hiding in there. Yep. So we're just gonna do a little bit on this today. We gonna as that person on I think it was TikTok said it. We're just gonna piddle. Nah, I'm gonna get some stuff done. Let me grab a connector. It's all the way over here. So this is gonna be. Oh, this customer got something else too. I need to put it on their order so I don't forget. This customer got one of these. This is a 7/16 DIN connector for a bird meter. So they got that on their order. Set that right there so I don't forget about it. All these need to be put back. I need to organize this thing better at some point. Block the whole camera up real quick for you guys. What's up, Unmade? Hope you're doing well, man. What is it? Let me hop over here on TikTok and talk to you guys. Thank you guys for saying hello. What's up, the Beast? Hope everybody else is doing good on TikTok. But I don't know what feed I'm missing. I know I'm missing X, but there wasn't nobody on X earlier. So if you guys hop on X, I do apologize for not responding. I will figure out a way to talk to all of you guys, but I have not yet got that figured. So I'll get it soon enough. This is literally like day one of figuring out how the heck to get all you guys together in one place. So that's what we're working on. We've got currently YouTube, Facebook, like I said, Twitch, X, Kick, Trovo. I know some of those you guys don't even know what the heck they are. I think there's just streaming platforms. Instagram's the only one I don't have. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, X, Trovo, Kick, and then I think that's it. I don't know. I probably have to go into Kick and Trovo and change my settings to actually save my lives. I haven't done that, but whatever. I'll deal with it later. So let's get to work on this. Yeah, trying to get it all put up. It's put together. It's I've got one whole thing to put it all together. I've got to edit on what is it? YouTube land way down here. I've got to edit this section right here and fix it. Like if you like the thing or follow and stuff like that, it shows up on all the platforms there. Over here is pretty good. I don't mind it. It's pretty nice. Some of the stuff up top, I can't see where the crap. I can't linearly do that where the crap. But all that stuff at the very top up there, I've got to figure something out with. So it's coming along. I've been doing lives for a very long time. Not very long time, I guess. Nothing crazy. But this type of live, me building wire and doing things like that for quite some time. So, had something slightly annoying happen. Okay, it came back. My television turned off and then kicked back on. So, what happened there? What do we got going on? Live still going. We're good there. Got to respond to a message over there. We're good there. Good that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yep. Morning from the UK. Hope you guys doing well, man. For sure. In your opinion, what's the best coax for high output jumpers? RG393 is probably one of the easiest coaxes to go with for anything that's going to do more. What time is it in the UK right now? I think I've got a world clock over here somewhere. World clock in the UK, 6:46 a.m. Yeah, it is morning over there. Early morning. We late night in the evening time right now. We are 1:46 a.m. over here. Let's go ahead and measure this off on my caliper. And uh-oh, looks like the stream is froze on my end. What are you guys seeing? Is it froze? Main cam is froze. Okay, cool. So let me see if I can go over here to camera. It's went for 1 hour and 41 minutes, so it's done pretty well so far. It's a pretty good stress test. So we'll open up the camera control. Where's it at? Camera hub right there. Let's see what's glitching on this thing. So let's open the preview. Pull this over here. All right, so I am good there on that one. That's the wrong one. So that's the, I don't want that camera. Why don't I have that camera loaded up? So let's change. Elgato, that's the face cam thing? No way. Yeah, that is the face cam. So, okay, cool. So we're good there. Click save. Let's try to see if I can go back to the stream and go to, sorry, I'll figure this out. So starting screen, live screen's right there. Face cam right there. Nope, info labels right there. All right, click settings. Elgato, face cam 2, try that. Can I do that right now? Close. What if I just unplug it and plug it back in? Will that work? So unplugged. Maybe it'll kill it. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Plug it back in. Should open itself up. Let's reopen the camera hub. Initializing video imaging. Right. So let's go in TikTok and go to live. It's not too bad, not too bad. Definitely froze on that one. I am here. That's the cool thing about having a second camera. So at least you guys know it's not like stupid, but it is what it is. So, all right, whatever. We are currently 1 hour and 43 minutes in. I would show you guys how this works and how I can put it together, but I cannot really on this camera angle. I guess I possibly could. Maybe you guys can see the end of the coax. You could see me work, but that would be a little bit of a pain. Maybe I can change. Let me just see how this works. I'm just curious while I'm in here. If I can do this while I'm live, this will be interesting. So let's change this to the integrated camera. See if that'll work. All right. So will that work? Nah, it won't work. So change that back to the Elgato. Close that. All right. So I froze up one of the other ones anyway. Now doing that. So, all right. So I appreciate you guys. We're gonna go ahead and kill the live. So I'll be back here tomorrow. I got plenty more work to do. I got lots of stuff to do. So I do appreciate you. Yeah, thank you for letting me know when the TV blipped us when it froze. But yeah, I'll mess with it later. I'll have to restart the stream in order to get it fixed. So catch you guys later. Y'all have a good evening. Thank you for hopping in the live and seeing what's going on. I don't know if you guys can see the small camera now or not because I was fiddling with some settings, but I do appreciate y'all. Catch you guys later. Thank you, Unmage, and absolutely appreciate all the support, guys. If y'all guys get a chance, just come back tomorrow and we'll see what's going on then.